So this is my final broadcast as anchor of Action News at 11. It has been a pretty long run that began on May 11th, 1977. One of the big stories that night was the SEPTA board voting to raise fares on city buses and trolleys and subways from 35 to 45 cents. The Phillies lost to the Giants 4-2, and Houston beat the Sixers 118 to 94. Full disclosure, I didn't remember those things. I looked them up. That was about 16,500 11 o'clock newscasts ago. And our goal for each one was the same as tonight's, to present a responsible, accurate, thoughtful, and compelling account of the day's happenings. I have loved anchoring the 11 o'clock news for 4.5 decades. For me, this newscast has been a perfect meld of local news, which is our priority, and what is happening as seen through a wider lens on the national and international front. But I came to understand a long time ago that if we want to know what people everywhere are thinking, we can often find out by looking no further than at our own communities, our own school boards and city and town councils, our nonprofit organizations, our law enforcement agencies, business communities, our colleges and universities, our union locals, and houses of worship. That's what we have tried to do, I hope with some success. It is my earnest hope that Action News at 11 has provided useful information from the very start of the COVID-19 phenomenon, that we have informed, but also that we have helped you navigate the often confusing and sometimes controversial pathways leading to your efforts to protect yourself and your loved ones. This has been and continues to be a story like no other. Nobody is more grateful than I for the special, unique relationship between Action News and you, our viewers. In a sense, we made a bargain long ago. We give you our respect and commitment to honest and fair reporting, and you give us your trust. And I can't help but feel that that happens here in a way that is more authentic and even more intimate than anywhere else. Everybody at this television station cherishes that, and no one more than I. And certainly no one more than Rick Williams, who will sit in this chair and join Cecily and Deuces starting tomorrow night. You need not be told that Rick is an extraordinary broadcast journalist. You already know that. He will preside over the best days of this newscast that are yet to come. And he will rely on two remarkably talented individuals, producer Laura Mamarella and executive producer Matt Dennis. They are superb at their jobs and make an anchor's participation in the process of getting this newscast on the air every night nothing less than a joy. Several other individuals need mentioning. Dan Cuellar has given his talent for storytelling to this newscast every night for decades. If our 11 o'clock news is consistently excellent when it comes to covering local and breaking news, nobody is more responsible for that than Dan. Former executive producer Rick Williams, no relation to the next anchor of this broadcast, gave his heart and soul to Action News at 11 for a generation. He and producer Matt Szymanski formed a powerful partnership, and their intelligence, their judgment, and their devotion made us immeasurably better every night. Oh, by the way, the efforts of all these people wouldn't have mattered much if not for the outstanding work of director Mike Katz, who, after all, puts us and keeps us on the air. I am blessed to be able to work with Cecily and Deuces for another year at 6 o'clock. We respect each other, we care about each other, and I think we're a pretty good team. And on this occasion, I'm also thinking of two people who have left their handprints on this broadcast and on my heart, Gary Papa and Dave Roberts. Even as he approached death, Gary was larger than life. As for Dave, whom I consider a dear friend, I have continued to feel his presence and benefit from his guidance every night. And thank you for allowing me into your home so late at night for the past 45 years. I have never taken your hospitality for granted, and I'm looking forward to continuing to share dinner time with you for the next year. My main wish for the next year, to see this pandemic retire before I do. Let's hope. Jimmy Kimmel Live next on Channel 6, followed by Nightline. Jimmy's guest tonight, Jim Gaffigan, Ann Dowd, and music by Ryan Hurd. Action News continues at 4 a.m. with Tamala Edwards, Matt O'Donnell, and meteorologist Karen Rogers. For Cecily Tynan, Deuces Rogers, Rick Williams, the entire Action News team, I'm Jim Gardner. Good night.